Hello viewers, welcome back to the MultiMagix channel and welcome to yet another interesting video. So as you know, we have been working on the MultiMagix internship program, and there are a couple of teams in the MultiMagix internship program. One is MultiMagix UI desktop team and MultiMagix Android team. So this video covers about the activities that MultiMagix UI desktop team has to go through in the sprint 1, and the requirements and the UI mockup, and what are the deliverables and what are the kind of documents you need to share as a part of the sprint process. So all the details I will be going through. So I will be giving a high level overview of the sprint 1, so you can treat this video as a sprint 1 grooming session. So on that note, let's start the session now. So welcome team. So this is MultiMagix UI desktop team, and I have this document requirements and sprint breakdown. So I will be sharing this document through you also after the video is done. So quickly we will go through the different aspects. So this is the how the MultiMagix desktop UI overview looks like. Of course, so these are the images I copied from the mobile, but similar. We have 10 features here. We have video to audio, resize, stream, video to video, extract, playback, compress, reverse, and merge. So what all these features does, I will go through it. I mean, of course, these are like kind of self-explanatory too, but I'll give a glimpse of it. But the main functionality is to up the UI rather than focusing more on the backend functionality. But it is necessary to know what behind the scenes it is happening. So this is how the MultiMagix desktop UI should look like. I mean, this is like kind of a rough overview, but you need to build similarly all the 10 legacy features for the desktop version. Okay, so what is this MultiMagix means? So it is a rich media tool where rich native React native okay, I will repeat again. MultiMagix is a React native application. It means all the conversions are happening locally on the Android device. We don't need any internet connection. So it's not like you are selecting a file and then you are uploading it to a server and there all the conversion, everything happens, and then you download the file. So we are breaking that pattern. That's a typical how the web servers run. Most of the features are like that, but ours is a rich in React native application. Native means here all the process happens on the native device, which is nothing but the Android device. So that's why we call this is a MultiMagix React native application. So we have UI, I mean the front end and the back end. At the back end, there are all the libraries are shared, and this is about the UI. And this team specifically focus on the front end development, which is nothing but the UI development. So as you know, here we have different features. So video to audio. So let's say if there is an MP4 file, and see, you don't need to specifically go through the media basics here, but I will tell you in a media. So let's say if there is a file in mobiles or in YouTube videos or whatever, if you're seeing any video file, there will be both audio and video. Okay, simple. So if you're converting, so this particular feature will extract the audio only and it converts to a file. So the input file is video, it contains both video and audio, and the output file is only of audio. Okay, that is the feature, video to audio. So resize means you can see for every video there is a aspect ratio, like what is the width, height. So you can adjust the width and height of the video. Okay, so let's say at one place you want to put in some particular dimensions of the video, and another portion you want a different dimensions of the video. So if you feel like that, you can just resize the video. Trim means, like you can trim the video. Let's say if there is a 2 minutes of video, 10 minutes of video, and you want only first 5 minutes, or you want to the second 5 minutes, or you want to in between some in between video, you can trim the video. And video to video is, this is here we are converting. Let's say if there is a video file and it has both audio and video, and we are converting this again into a video file which has both audio and video also, but at this time we are changing the codecs in the sense, see, every video file has audio stream and video stream. Audio stream has a separate audio codec, and video stream has its own video codec. So here For example, if input file video has H264 video format codec, and then the output file you can convert into a H265 format. I'm just telling the example. So there is an input file where you have a video codec ID associated to video and audio codec ID associated to audio. So we'll be changing that video codecs. So how the video and audio are stored in a digital file with the help of a codec. So we are changing those codecs. Okay. So this is all about playing with the codecs of the video and audio codecs here. So video to video. So because in some players only support few formats, let's say if there is a video player, sometimes you can see, okay, I'm not able to play this video, I'm not able to play that video because the codec is not supported by the video player. So in that case, you can convert your video to the codec that is being supported by the player. So that's how this feature is really helpful. So next is extract only video. So sometimes in audio there is a background noise, or you don't need any audio. You only need video. In that case, you can only extract only video. Okay. So next is a playback video. Playback means plays video files directly. So for example, if there is a video stream and audio in a both in a file, then you can control the speed of the video file and audio file. So you can decrease the speed, you can increase the speed, you can make it like in YouTube. So if you want to play the video in fast forward mode, and if you want to play the video in slow motion, and if you want to play the audio in fast forward and the audio in slow motion, so you can do a lot of things here. So you can play with the audio video, you can play it fast, you can how many times we need to play, 2 times, 1.5 times, how many times we need to play fast. That's about this playback video feature. Next is compress video, where you can reduce the size of the file. Let's say your input file is like 100 MB, 200 MB, and you want to reduce the size, you can use this compress feature. Reverse video is another interesting video where you can interesting feature where you can reverse the video. I mean, let's say if a video has both audio and video, you are playing it in a forward direction, you can play it from the reverse. So that's the significance of reverse. Merge means there are 2 video files and you can merge into one single file. Okay. So these are all the typical media features or conversion features or streaming features that is part of Android application. And so whatever 10 features are here, those are portrayed here. Here it is a 9 and it is 110. So video tab and audio tab. So audio to audio, yeah. So these are the features under video tools, and this is the feature under audio tools, where you will be converting audio to audio. Let's say if there is an audio is there, that audio format is MP3, you can convert that into an AAC, different audio formats. So I'm telling again, so don't worry if you don't have any basics of media, like what is video, what is audio, what is video codec, what is audio codec. You don't need to worry about all those things. You just need to understand the high level what is happening. You don't need to worry about the low level details, but that is out of scope. The main purpose of this team is to develop the UI to support the backend features. Okay, so that's what here. So this is what I'm telling, like we have different different teams. Yeah, so team members, of course, I will update this section. So we have 4 team members. Okay, so first sprint. So now the scope of this video is what we need to do in the sprint 1. So that is from October 7 to October 13. What are the list of activities we need to do? So in sprint 1, it is duration is 2 weeks. This is this pre-sprint where you need to ensure like all the development environment, what is your team members, who is the team leads of your team members, the communication, collaboration. So all those things we are doing in this pre-sprint actually. Okay, so that is in progress. So sprint 1 starts from next Monday, October 14th. It lasts for 2 weeks. So sprint is for 2 weeks, and we'll be having 6 plus 6, 12 working days. So the sprint is compromised of. So in the sprint 1, you need to complete these 4 features. I mean the UI. I'm talking the UI. The backend development is already there, and the libraries are already shared in the source code. All you need to do is you need to develop a neat UI which supports you for user a smooth interface in order to use those features, backend features. So you need to develop a UI for these four features. One is video to audio feature, audio to audio, video to video, video extraction. These are the four features for which you need to develop UI. So that's what I have been highlighting here. So next is sprint 2. This is, as I said, this is out of scope. Sprint 4 and 5 will be having lot of automation and quality related things. And next sprint about sprint closure activities. So that we will be dealing after all the 5 sprints are completed. Like it will be reviewing the entire product and then documentation, demonstration, wrap up, demos. Like all those activities will be carried out in the post sprint. Okay. So the next is about these are the timelines. So sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3 and sprint 4. Okay. So sprint 1 timeline, as I mentioned, is for 2 weeks. So before going into the mock-up, let's dive into what is the architecture of the MultiMagix desktop app. So as I mentioned here, we have this is the backend library and this is the front-end application. We have a file called main.ts. So this main.ts depends upon the backend library, MultiMagix library. So this is the flow. So first this calls on desktop node add-on, and this we have MultiMagix API and it talks to the node, and this is the build and this is the MultiMagix library. Okay. So and the front end we have different files. We have renders, we have app, we have index. So this is the main file. Whatever UI are there, you will be seeing in the index.ts, and this is the preload.ts will help you to load the UI and the render child components, and this is the browser window for rendering process. So this front end application, this front end UI will communicate with the main.ts, and the main.ts will send the request to this MultiMagix library. So let's say if there is a video to audio feature, and from UI you said okay, I selected a file and convert that file to audio or extract audio. So it will take all the inputs from the UI, and that inputs are sent to the main.ts, and main.ts will send those inputs or what are the conversions, all those things. I will share in the next what are the parameters that we will be sending. I mean in the next slides, the next page. So all these things will be sending into the backend. Okay, this is how the architecture of the MultiMagix is. So just make it, I am repeating it again. So we have this entire desktop application is divided into two parts. This is backend and this is this is the node, and this is the backend library, and this is the front end. So node is the bridge between the front end and the backend. Okay. So now what are the key components? All these are self-explanatory. You can just go through the document. So we have React components, and then we have preload. What is this index.tsx does? So it serves as the interface for user inputs. So all the options you are giving. So how to say, let's say if there is a video to audio, how you are telling from UI, like for this file, do a specific operation. So you need to pass that information. So all those inputs, all those things will be coming from this index.tx. Okay, and preload.tx, it is for communication between the node and the front end, and this main.ts is where the actual this communication kick starts. And this MultiMagix desktop node add-on is where your backend code is there, like your C++ code, interface systems, capabilities, media conversion, trimming. So everything is there in this desktop node add-on in the form of libraries. And this data flow, of course, you can know this data starts at the user interface where actions are initiated and parameters are set. Okay, so and then yeah, these are all like self-explanatory, but you can just keep focusing on this main diagram, and then you can refer to this what is what, and then this is how the flow is happening, and this is about step-by-step communication flow. What happens, what is the architecture, what is the components doing, and what is the responsibilities and roles of the each component. So all these are self-explanatory. So this is how the basic looks like. So first we have file screen, and then tool screen, and pop-up component, IPC conversion, media, and it sends an IPC event, and then all these things. Okay. So this is how the detailed step-by-step flow for convert media feature. So what is happening? The code is already there, and you can play with the code. So all these things, yeah, it's self-explanatory. And yeah, so the main thing is like deliverable formats. So you need to ensure that yeah, this is the responsible of the integration team. So you need to provide all the details of the integration team. and this is the you need whatever you are doing, you need to document. So what are the set of documents you need to prepare to close a specific task? So let's say you are developing a video to audio future. So now you have cloned the source code. So now you have understand the basic architecture, and you have understood the basic architecture, and you have understood what each and every component in that architecture is doing. So what is the responsible of this block, what is the responsible of this block, what is the responsible of this block? So all the details are neatly captured here, so you can go through this document. But at high level, the main things are its IPC mechanism, and then that main.ts and preload.tx and the rendering. Okay, so now, so what are the deliverables? So first thing is you need to prepare a HLD diagram. So how you are going to approach, what is the design you are following, or what is the flow you are following for that to achieve that video to audio feature, and what is the low level design, I mean how you are implementing it. So this is like how you are achieving it, and this is I mean this is like what is the flow, what is the architecture diagram, and what are the connections. So video to audio, what you are sending, all those details you need to capture in the HLD diagram. And in the LLD diagram you need to go through all these things, like what is the sequence, what is the flow, all those you need to capture here in the LLD diagrams. This is how you are implementing, I mean from the class point of view, that React code point of view, what are the different React modules you'll be using, video for conversions, all those things. So this is how this is specific to how you are implementing the code LLD. And HLD is about the block diagram, what is the flow you are establishing to convert. Okay, and next is about, yeah, this we already covered. So you need a LLD, you need to prepare HLD, and you also need to prepare a flow chart, like what is the flow from end to end. Okay, and you also need to come up with what is that particular video to audio is doing, some kind of information you need to capture. And yeah, these are the different things like code snippets, API documentation, all those things you need to maintain. So it's like we're trying to establish a proper process, like how a task should be done. So it should not be done in a ad hoc mode, and it should be done in such a way you need to understand the code, you need to understand the architecture, and you need to understand each components. And after understanding, while doing the actual task, we need to integrate. You need this integration document, you need this developer documentation, and you need this module documentation format, and you need this flow diagrams, HLD, LLD. So you need to maintain these 6 formats, 6 documents. But more or less some documents are useful, you can reuse them. So but we'll figure it out. See here, one thing I want to reiterate is we are learning as well as we are improving the process day by day. It's not like from the day one onwards, it's like we are establishing a very good process. It's like we are starting with the process what we believe, to ensure we maintain quality and smooth flow of the sprint. So as sprint progress, we'll try to optimize this process, or we will make it very crisp and clean. Okay, so please don't get please don't be worried like, okay, these many documents are there. So we are trying to ensure like at least we'll start with a minimal set of documents, at least HLD, LLD, and flowchart. So next is about, yeah, this we already gone through setting up what you do in the sprint. Yeah, so this is about sprint 1 features. So implement UI for conversion features. So video to audio, audio to audio, video to video, and video extraction. You need to ensure like all these are not only restricted to specific formats, so different formats you need to support. Okay, so this is about the functionality. So you have video to audio, so these are the different video files we support at this point. So let's say if you select an input type of from the UI, you selected a file called sample.mp4, and you click a button, convert this to extract audio. Okay, so now you also mention what type of audio you need to select. So you need to select this as MP3. So you have different options. Okay, so I am selecting selecting a file, and to that file which feature I need to apply, to which feature I need to go in, and after going to that specific feature, what kind of operation I need to do on that particular file. So here you are telling like you can select MP3, AAC. So these are the different options you need to go through. and this is for video to video. So if you select if you select from UI, if you select any file, so you need to convert that into this video format, where audio codec ID is AAC and video codec ID is H.265. Okay, see, don't worry about the underlying details. So this is about the basic high level functionalities. So in extract video, you need to extract the video. Okay, only video. So if all these files are there, only video will be there, and you need no audio will be there. And audio to audio, let's say your sample.mp3 file, and you need to change this mp3 format to OGG and AAC. All these are different audio formats: OGG, AAC, and AC3. Okay, so now let's go into the main part of this video to audio. So as we seen in the live session, your basic UI loads like this. So in video to audio, when you need to create a video tab, and inside the video tab you have this layout like video to audio, and you need to describe what it does in small description. Okay, so when user clicks this video to audio, so it will select. Okay, so this feature is video to audio. So now, and what are the different types of to which audio format I need to select? Let's say user select here sample.mp4 and he wants to convert to mp3. So user needs to select this mp3, and if you click convert, it should convert. Okay, so you should have, and also on top of that you need to design a video player here. So because we need to see what is the content inside the video file, so simply loading the input file doesn't matter. So you need to select a video file, and you need to on top of this you need to render a video player where you can play that input file. So after playing that input file, you can know, okay, what is the content inside it. Now you want to convert that into which audio format. Okay, so now we will select these options, and then you'll click convert, and then yeah, that's how this feature should go. Okay, so it's very simple. You need to put, for this specific feature, you need to put one play card here or one layout here, and this layout, if you click this video to audio, a drop down should appear. The drop down should contain all these options, and you select this and you convert, it converts. And here while selecting the input files, you need to, as you show in the layout in the live session, you can able select multiple input files. So multiple input files at a time, you can select one, but different formats are there. So like this I mentioned, see, first you open the video to audio feature and you selected mp4 file, and before how to select, I think we covered all those details how to select a file in the previous video. So select a file, come here, and then you just click mp3, it should go. Now select a different file. Let's say you select sample.3gp. so this file, you should be able to play it, you'll be able to convert it. So like that, there are a lot of combinations here are there in the video to audio. So all those combinations should be supported by the UI. It's not like you select only mp4 file and you connect mp3 and you are not able to select 3gp. That's functionality is not working. So you need to ensure your UI should take all type of video files, and user should be able to select all these options. Okay, so that's about video to audio. And video to video is also same actually. So instead video to video, here also you should come up with a player which has this play button. You can seek through, you can reverse through, and then here you will have drop down menu, and in this drop down menu, so currently we are only supporting this format, that's why only one option is there in the drop down. So once you select the input file, that input file you can able to convert that into a different video format. So what is that format is mp4, and you have video codec as X265 and audio codec as AAC. So again, this particular video feature should support all these input files, video to video. So similarly for video audio extraction, video extraction, so you will be selecting, you need to create one more tab here. So keep one thing in mind. So while putting a layout here, so this layout should not overlap with the existing legacy features. Okay, let's say for example here there is a video to video, so this tab should come somewhere here, but this, since it's a mock-up, I'm telling from one feature point of view, so this layouts should not overlap. So in this screen, ultimately you should see 4 features: video to video, audio to audio, video to all those 4 features should come here. And if you select this, you should be able to use this feature. If you go on select another tab, another layout, you should be able to use that particular feature. So here for extract video, you should be able to, again same, you should be able to play that, and you should be able to provide drop down menu like what kind of conversion you need. Okay, so here you will be selecting, okay, MP4 we means video codec is X265. You click convert, then it will convert into that particular format. Okay, and next is audio to audio. So for audio to audio, you need to create a new tab called video. So by default, when you launch the app, it comes in the video tab, and all the features inside the video tab will be there. So now there you should create a new tab, audio tab, and to this audio tab you need to select audio to audio and some small description, and then user clicks this audio to audio, this option should come. I mean, after selecting the file, this option should come, and yeah, if you select this, it should be able to convert into these different audio formats. So these are the different audio formats. Let's say if we select MP3, OGG, AAC, and AC3. So I think in the mockup, yeah, my bad. In the mockup, I added 4 formats. I will correct that. Only 3 formats we support: MP3, AAG, and MP3 to AAC, AC3, OGG. Of course, MP3, MP3 conversion is not needed, but just you can also use that option. Okay. So I'm just reiterating. So at the end of this sprint 1, in this desktop application, you need 4 layouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, where all the 4 features should be functionally working. It means user can select any type of input file, whatever we are formatting and whatever we are supporting, and you should be able to convert to the whatever format that UI is supported, the backend feature is supported. So this is about the mockup. So during this, these are the, you can go through these functionality requirements where it will tell that while opening the app, the logo should be there, and this button should be there, and then tools should be there, and clearly what I mentioned. This is the first feature, this is the second feature. So it should be like this, it should not overlap each other. And then this is how you select the files. I should be able to select all types of files. I should be able to upload all types of files to the file tab. So we have 3 tabs here. This is tools tab, file tab, and output file tab. So in the files tab, we will maintain all the input files. So instead of so from the phone, you should be bringing those, upload these to this particular location, and app internally uses this location. And now if you let's say choose from files, as I mentioned, all the files should come here, and I should be able to select whatever file I can select here. Okay, and then you should come a video player like this, so you can able to play, you can seek through all those different things I can do, and yeah, seek through like this. And then all the drop down text should be working properly, it should be coming cleanly, and there should not be any overlap. And whatever text fields are there, you should be able to, the text should be coming properly, and the user should be having smooth interface. And then finally this should be in a blue color and highlighted, and this should be able to trigger the conversion process. And one important thing is, during any conversion, make sure you are telling to the user some progress is happening, like this, like some buffering, let the magics happen. Those kind of things you need to add actually. Now post process, what happens is, once the conversion is completed, it should automatically go to the my conversion page, and that output file should be showing. Okay, and that output file should be in this format. For example, if I select ironman.mp4, it should show the input file and output file type, and this is the date and time. That's how you select. Okay, and there is a one docker for the output files like this. If you select this, there will be a settings button, and once you click the settings button, you should be able to see all these options. You can play, you can delete, you can select from tools, and then once you select this, you should be able to manage all the things. So while developing the UI, while keeping mockup as a reference, and also before starting implementing, you need to come up with set of documents like HLD, LLD, and flowchart. So once that is done, and once you go and actually implement using the UI, using the React, and then you need to ensure all these functionalities from end to end flow should work properly. This end-to-end flow is from user perspective. Okay, so what user does, all these things are captured here. You can go through it. And then once these all things are done, also you need to ensure in this flow process, your app should not crash and it should be error free and crash free. Okay, and ensure that it is UI is responsive. It means in tablet it should look same. I mean, if you try to load in different desktops, like let's say the laptop screen is in sizes are different, right? So UI should be adapting to the different sizes of the display resolution. It's not like that. If it is constant, it is constant. Okay, and of course user should be having a smooth user experience. And at the same time, you should ensure for example, if you selected some wrong inputs, all those things should be able to go back to back button. So these are all the functionalities that should be maintained while developing a feature, and you should follow all these principles actually. So I know like this architecture is self-explanatory, but again I am telling, I have gave some little bit of hints on what does each component does, since it takes a lot of time explaining what does each and everything does. But I have given a high level case. You can just go through this document, but it's just one time. If you read, you can just simply understand. And of course, we'll be having continuous calls in the different meetings to understand your understand levels. So we'll go through. Don't worry. Okay. So this is about the sprint one responsibilities. You need to develop UI to support these 4 backend features and ensure the functionality is up and running and ensure the end-to-end flow is maintained. Okay, so good luck for the team. And yes, sprint 1 will be a challenging, but don't worry, because from sprint 2 things will be smooth, because same kind of flow HLD LLD will be using for the rest of the futures. So if you focus more on sprint 1 and you could able to achieve this, I think the rest of the sprints will be smooth. And I wish you all the good luck for the sprint 1. Of course, I will be available anytime. And then you can just contact me or through your team lead. Anything is fine for me. And yeah, have a good, enjoy the sprint, and then hopefully this grooming session is useful to you. What understand what is expected from the sprint 1. Thanks again. Thanks for your time. Keep watching. Bye bye. Take care.